welcome to Elo's world of Warships. Hello all, well, it's time to play Warships. Yeah, Kutuzov Chronicles, where our intrepid hero finds himself once again top tier in a tier 8 battle. Pretty typical event. The theme of this game is never surrender, never give up, which will become evident eventually here. And also, yeah, not a perfect player. I make mistakes, do bad things. So, but I do my good team thing, you know. Some point here, I tell everybody, you know, I've got RFD, RDF, so I can radio locate. Although, you know what? In this particular game, it didn't really come into play much. This was really weird. It kind of, it almost played out like a tier 9-10 battle. And in fact, I kind of played it like a tier 9-10 back on what's going on. So yeah, it's been cloudy and rainy here all day. It was cloudy and rainy all day yesterday. It's going to be cloudy and rainy tomorrow. I guess we're going to have some sun sometime over the weekend, and then it's going to be nasty again. So the Two Brothers map, nobody's going up the middle. That's a good thing. Got my 5 stars in the submarine thing the other day. Really on the fence about the whole submarine thing. I just don't know. Just don't know. So I'm going to use my RDF and point out where I think these guys are. I've got AP loaded. I'm looking at the replay here, and I've got AP loaded. That's not a good thing. I should have HE loaded, because the ship I'm most likely to see first. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. My job is to set shit on fire. This Jervis is a good Jervis. Unlike the Jervis I had the other day, was a complete butthead. This Jervis is a good Jervis. Him and I stick it out almost to the end. So we got 5 ships over here, 2 destroyers, 3 battleships, and me. And you know, here comes our first set of targets, battleships. Set them on fire. My aim wasn't good here a bit, you know. It's interesting. It took me a while to get going. Of course, as soon as I fire, I'm going to be spotted. So pop some smoke and then start firing. Also, I noted, it's funny, I do things in this replay, and I do them so quick, I don't even think about doing them. They just happen. There's a good example of that later on that I'll show you. So, look how far apart we are. This is like this tier 10 battle, where people are sniping from distance. But, you know, with 3 battleships down there, I am a primary target. You know, they're not going to be able to see the destroyer and hit him. If I'm out of the smoke and I'm firing, I'm going to be seen. So either I'm in smoke or I am on. The other title for this video could be You and Kiting. How you two can successfully use kiting to survive a battle. Or, okay, win a battle. So, but both of those things go together. The never surrender, never give up. If you don't know where that comes from, you're just not a geek. Just aren't. But that's okay. Notice I'm missing that Massachusetts. My aim is off here. It was the first game in a day and a half. I think I played 1 game this day, and I said, well, that was great. I'm done today. I didn't play anymore. I almost got into the 2nd season of the ranked sprint, but I just kind of put that off a little bit. Got some clan battles to go over the weekend. Oh, there's good eyes now. See if I can get that over. Get that guy on fire. Notice that when I am shooting at these ships, I'm adjusting my shot as I go. I'm actually changing where I'm aiming at as I'm firing. Also note that I am popping. I'm not getting target fixated. I'm referring to my mini-map. I am popping in and out. I'm looking for good shots. Right now, I'm looking for a better shot. What I should be probably shooting at is that Kagero down there. He's only 15 kilometers. But I probably have a better chance of hitting this battleship than I do that destroyer. Because that destroyer is at, 80-90% of my range. There's the Richelieu. We're going to get back to that Richelieu because he's becomes a constant problem. Alright, I'm running out of map room here, so I've got to do a reverse direction. And luckily, nobody's firing back, but I've been broadside there too much. And as I've shown in previous videos, it's real easy to get your butt broadside and then all of a sudden, now note I made that turn, it did not hit the border much. If you hit the border, it slows you way down. And when it slows you way down, you lose your momentum, turn is quick, and now you're a target. So we're going to continue firing away at HE. You also note, I really haven't done that much damage yet. I've only racked up about 7,600. Yet we are holding this flank. Our Richelieu is getting too close. There's no reason he should be down that far. That's gonna but so far so good. Holding the flank. It's 3 kills to 3 kills. So this is all good. And I'm gonna pull a Notzer because I'm just not paying attention. This is another reason we're gonna pop out and defensive move. Not the best place to pop smoke, but what else was I going to do? I was going to be down in dead crawl inside of a Massachusetts. That would have been absolute death. So, pop the smoke, and then hopefully use it to my advantage. Get some work done on these guys. I'm assuming he's shooting at the King George behind me, but he could have been shooting at me. Alright, let's see if we can actually hit something. My goodness. There we go. We got good hits that time. It can take a while to, no fires yet though. It can take a while to get your aim down. But the aim I'm doing is totally off the cuff. I am not using an aiming guideline at this point at all. I will refer to it sometimes. But at this point, I've gotten so used to the game and aim distances, and notice how I'm slightly below the bow of that Gneiss now, and I'm doing that because he's aimed in towards me, so I don't want to overshoot. And notice that those hit, and I started a fire. That's awesome. It's a good thing. All right, let's see if I can get onto this Massachusetts. Gneiss now is hidden. We've got pretty good spotting going on here. And as a result of that pretty good spotting, I'm able to do a decent job of starting to get damage on ships. I've gone from that 7,000 I had up to 22,000. I've got a fire burning on somebody. So you can see that damage ticking up. Yep, it's nice now. And now for the Massachusetts now. I am detected. Nobody's aiming at me. So, again, the Massachusetts is turning in. Uh-oh, there goes one of our destroyers. That's not good. And of course, we lost our Richelieu because he just charged in there. You really can't charge him. That was a YOLO situation, and that did not help. Okay, 4 people aiming at me. Time to do some serious shuffle button. Get my ass out of here. Suddenly, from doing pretty good, we've lost the Richelieu and we've lost 1 destroyer, and now we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against 3. And basically, it's time to get the hell out of here because, all right, another fire on Massachusetts. This is good. I am a prime target right now. I am. This was an interesting decision too. It was worth taking a hit at this hipper. He's low health. If somebody could get him on fire, that'd be great. But he's so far away that it really is a gamble. Trying to hit him is pretty much wasted effort. It's not totally wasted, but pretty much wasted effort. None of those shots hit. So I'm going to focus back on this Massachusetts, get him back on fire again, and I am doing the bad thing one person is aiming at me, which is tolerable, but if it's a battleship, and I'm just enough broadside fishing over there that I could be in trouble. Alright, so straighten back out, and again, time to kite. This is where, you know, knowing how to kite, knowing when to kite, knowing when to get the hell out. Right? So, obviously, they've got the advantage at this point. And with that fire burning on that Massachusetts, he is slowly, he's slowly burning, and he's getting pissed off. And I am in a right-hand turn. He is aimed at me, and so is the Gneiss now, and I am in deep shit. And I'm lucky I didn't die right there. I almost should have died right there. So now I'm down to about a third of my health. And I have got to really, I got to be careful. But again, kiting. I am constantly moving left to right, right to left. I'm trying not to do it in pattern. I'm trying to vary my shots. I'm getting hit again. And that's a lot of AP out there. And at this point, I pop my smoke. In order to preserve myself for a little longer, so I can be effective a little longer, pop the smoke. See if I can't reposition by hiding in the smoke for a bit. So, we're up a ship, but we're down in points. And we're getting pressured hard on this side, and there's only the two of us, me and the Benson, left to ward off this attack, you know. And it's pretty funny, the Benson had the exact same idea at the same time. Drop the smoke and get the hell out of here so we can reset up and maybe, you know, get something done. So credit to the Benson player, and credit to that other Jarvis player for keeping stuff spotted. Alright, as soon as I fire, I'm going to be spotted. So as soon as I fire, I'm going to already start turning, because they're looking to fire. Pensacola is a decent target. AP'd him, got a Citadel, awesome. Didn't do enough damage, but it did some. It'll also make him think twice. So change to HE. Oh, that hurt. Ow. I've only got 5,700 health left. I have got to wiggle my butt and not get spotted again, or not get shot again. Part of this is what's happening right here is my amazing skill level, and part of it is that these guys might not be the best shot, and that might be part of what's going on here. French battleships. I think this is the section. Nope, I'm aiming below and in front of him. But watch where these shells land up. You know, my natural instinct was to put that first volley out. Look where they all end up behind it. Because the Richelieu is a French battleship, and I just find all French ships, I tend to aim behind them. I don't want to, don't mean to, but that's what I end up doing. They tend to be a bit faster than other ships, so you got to give them more lead time. Alright, the call's gone out to help the cap. And, got people coming in to help. Oh, 38,000. 38. I'm so should be dead by now. But again, kiting, this is a perfect example. You know? Kite, kite, kite. And again, don't give up the battle. Just because we're behind, you know. Oh, that would be perfect for an AP salvo. But, you know, changing ammo takes time. Also, I'm one hit away from being dead. I really need to be careful. And hope I just don't get hit again, because, you know. But at this point, nobody's aiming at me. And that was a wasted shot. It just didn't hit. But knowing that no one is aiming at you means that you can be a little bit more brazen in how you position yourself. Oh crap, I'm on the border. This is not good. Move, move, move. I guess luckily being on the border also prevents people from aiming accurately at you. Somehow it throws off people's aim. So that Pensacola's almost down. Come on, get him, get him. All right, he's down. That's good. So now their push has turned into a, oh my God, we're all gonna die, because we didn't give up. So down goes the Pensacola, down goes the Hipper. The Gneisenau and the Richelieu are all that's left on this. Oh, and a Kagero. Uh-oh. Yikes. Ouch. He's trouble. He's trouble. But I bet you the Benson's going to take care of him. And I'm going to keep my turn here. I'm going to come right at him. I'm going to fire torps out that way, which is dangerous because my Benson's there, but I'm going to guess that he's pretty smart. But between the two of us, you know, I could have stayed kiting in this situation, but I decided it was probably better to push at him. And between Benson and I, we could take care of this guy, which we did. And now I can help everybody focus on the Gneisenau and the Richelieu. And suddenly, they're not looking very happy. And suddenly, I'm thinking I should have turned earlier, or slowed down, or something. Oh, torpedo beats. But I got these, so no worries. No worries. So, a couple of things are happening right here. We're capping their base. And we're just destroying these guys. And suddenly the game that I started with 7,800 damage, I'm now up to 107,800 in damage and climbing. Never give up. Never surrender. And learn how to kite. And learn how to aim. And, you get done with the battle, thank your team members when they're doing good work. This was a good example of not giving it up and working the issue until you find a solution. You know, the Benson and I were able to get the hell out of that situation where we were overpowered, kite long enough that our other players could get involved in the battle, and as a result, you know, boom, boom, boom. Oh, imagine watching. Assuming that Kutuzov is going to die at the hands of the Mexican down at the end of the cap. Yeah, he's almost dead. That's good. And we're going to continue to just kind of pummel these guys. For whatever reason, I still have some health. Well, I'm hidden behind these islands. It's a great, you know, I probably should have hit the brakes and just continued to fire at these guys. But I kept going. Преимущество. Love that. So now we've gotten rid of all but one ship, and now it's just us and the Gneisenau. Or Gneisenau, or Gneisenau, or Gneisenau. I don't know how the hell you pronounce it. Oh well. Better than those Halloween ships. Oh my god, I can't pronounce the name of any of those. Oh, Huggy. I think you're going to get a high-speed hug here from this guy. Or maybe he'll shoot his high-speed Huggy torps at you. And, you know, I'm not protecting myself right here. I'm broadside on him. I don't care. We're going to win. I'm farming damage at this point. And as much damage as I'm farming on this guy, it's no wonder that he just points his guns at me and says, You need to die! And, which, you know, I'm going to probably shortly. Let's get another volley off. And... Oh, there we go. I'm dead. You know what? Here it comes. Wait for it. There it is. Oh, that's a great way to end a battle. All right, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching.